you want this brake light, you've watched all the way to the end, you can have this signed.
We are about 850 miles away from absolutely any civilization. The van's decided he doesn't want to be a van anymore, he wants to go 30 miles an hour. Now, we've got a math issue, so we just checked the wiring, just been through it. We've got one on order in the UK, Baggsy going to fly it, so we just got to carry on slow and plod on and get there. I think we're about, what, 90 miles away from the circuit, I think. So hopefully we can get to the circuit, get rid of the trailer and then that's going to make the van feel like a sports wagon then. And we're back on road to the airport.
Well, where are you going?
I'm going home, mate, because I've got to prep for gravity, and then you lot are going to fly back in and meet me there with the GTR, ready to drive.
He was never going to let me, was he?
I was gonna say, I don't want to argue with random Hungarian people, so.
It's more entertaining though if you do.
It will be.
But think for the vlog.
When you, for the vlog, that he goes, oh, he is filming. Oh, okay.
We don't lie, get them bags in the case, that's DIY.
There's no microphone, it's a platform. Let's try to be efficient. Hey everybody, we are back at Drift Masters. It is round 5, Hungary. It's been a while since we were here. I think it was around 2015, 2016 we were last here. We were here for a Drift All-Stars event, if anybody goes back that far. Yeah, it was a good event for us. We came away with the win, so we had a great time at that event. So yeah, it's nice to be back. Track's developed a little bit. I think there's some new tarmac in certain areas, and maybe they've put some new tarmac down on the track. It's going to be busy. We just came in through the gate. It's already about 7:30, 8:15 this morning, and the place is already very busy. Lots of public coming in. So yeah, it's exciting to see. Fans are coming in already. It's going to be a great event. The GT86 travelled straight from Denmark last weekend to here. So excited to get back out in the car, get a few laps on the track. Hopefully we get the line correct through that first corner. In the judging briefing, it wasn't exactly clear if they wanted exactly what they've drawn to happen, or once the track kind of rubbers up, we take a little bit more of an outside line through that first corner. But we'll suss that out once we get a few laps in and see what everyone else is doing, and yeah, try and get a pretty solid lead line done in practice so that, you know, we can get a fairly decent score for qualifying.
Soon we will be one in the same. I've been going to the race.
So yeah, we just did our first 2 laps practice. I want to make a gearing change because the gearing's too long in third gear for me to use really most. I think we can gear it so that we can use third the whole track. The third at the minute is just way too long, so we need to be able to use more of the RPM basically. Yeah, gonna make a gearing change. I think we're going from 3.3 to 3.5. Fresh set of tyres on the back, and we'll get back in the queue. We've got to make quick changes, just do what we can while we're in the session. Boys are jamming now to get the car back ready to go. I'm gonna jump back in it and try and get another 2 laps and just see if the changes we've made will make it a bit more comfortable to drive.
I've been going to the race.
Line's pretty good.
Is it alright through the first corner?
You had to adjust on foot brakes slightly, but like as you come through here, you're on in that bit, you're adjusting on the foot brake here, and it looks like you make it out to 2, but I can't see it properly. 3's fine. Then again, you decel there, you're back on power, straight through 4, and then you're into 5, just like a foot off the wall, and then you straighten up a little bit here, but apart from that, yeah, you make it out to. And it's like they said, everything you're like a metre or so off the wall, which is what they said in briefing. It's whether or not they score it like they said in briefing.
Yeah.
So hopefully they score it exactly the same, and then you're looking at everyone else's. I'd say that's like high 80s. I reckon you're probably like an 88 with that. So obviously you made like a correction on the foot brake coming between 1 and 2, and then you made the slight correction before the last clip, like you almost transitioned and then had a little waver and then got back into power, which will mark you down a little bit. But as far as like line goes, I think you're like pretty much there. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just try and fine tune it a bit.
Yeah.
This afternoon.
Pace and grip wise, you feel like you're there. Wheel speed.
We can definitely go down a little bit on the tyre pressure.
But wheel speed wise, do you reckon you're where you need to be?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It sounds like you're not. Sounds like you're high up in the RPM where you want to be, but you're not picking it off limit to make it round. So.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely bouncing the limiter, but I'm not like constantly sitting on it.
You're not doing a quid. Like,
No.
that doesn't need to be. I mean, it sounds cool, but it doesn't need to be.
It doesn't going to do anything to the engine now.
Yeah, the first practice session was alright. The gearing was slightly out, it was just too long, so we're struggling for wheel speed. So we've dropped it down to a 3.6. And the wheel speed seems there, but obviously we obviously pumped tyres up a little bit because he was struggling with the too low of wheel speeds, and obviously we had to take a bit of grip out of it, but it seems like it's there. His line's pretty good. So a few little bits to improve on, but nothing like major. Is as a whole, I'd say it's about 80-ish points kind of thing. So hopefully if he does the same thing in qualifying, then we should be there. But obviously qualifying adds the nurse, it makes it harder, so we'll see. Yeah, and then the gearbox had a slight weep coming out of the reverse lockouts, and just sorted that. And then the PDM button seems to be intermittent, so I'm going to program in a secondary button, so there's 2 options. So hopefully both of them don't stop working. Harry, you clear of the prop? Huh?
The exhaust ain't on.
Yeah, I'm only cranking it, it's alright.
He's only cranking it, you'll be fine.
Yeah. The button works. I think Stephen was probably pressing a different button. This is what happened when Stephen tried to start the car. This is the noise that went through his brain.
When you tried it, did it work?
That worked fine.
Oh, right.
But the nitrous button's newer, so I've just moved it to that
Is it
case.
working better on the nitrous button?
It seems more consistent.
Right, okay. So now I have to start the nitrous to start the engine.
Go fast. Seems like you've got the pace, but at the same time you're only going to get deeper and driving. So.
Yeah. But if you know, after qualifying, you know, when we get that top 32 battle practice tonight, we can dial some more gripping if we need to then. I think it's just about getting the line sorted now. Just try and go a little bit deeper after 1 incident before 2, and then
everywhere else you're pretty much on. The only bit is between the 6 and 5 you have a little like tentative bit, but apart from that, like,
well, yeah, that will just. I think that will just flow a bit more once we get a few more laps. Hopefully.
Two things in life Tommy's good at, and that's cooking and towing.
And blinding myself with smoke.
Anything
Bloody
else,
not.
the in-betweens. Yeah. You take what you get, but we love him really.
Why?
I don't know, we will ask this every day, mate.
Yeah, but
You just be nice to him because he's cooking your food.
Yeah.
yeah,
As soon as his barbecue's finished, he's still
understandable. I get it. Perfect. So you can see here we're starting to get a little bit of colour on the meat. The next step is, no, I can't do it like a cooking program. I've just got to flip all the meat. That's it. Stop swearing on camera or something.
You know what you're doing, don't you? Just give it a little bit of left foot brake for the first one, don't worry about it too much, and then we'll see what score it comes in at.
First qualifying runs are always a bit nervous. Just want to get a good score on the board so that we can be a bit more chilled for the second one. Like it's really important that we get a good score on this first run just to settle the nerves, and like then we can go a bit more crazy for the second run. But yeah, looking forward to just getting this bit done and then moving into the second run that hopefully we can push a bit more.
Next up, we got a returning driver this weekend from the UK, Steve Baggsy in this GT86, jumping from the V8 to the 2J this year, and he said he's still adapting, but he loves the car, he loves the potential of it, and we always get some fireworks from Baggsy when he hits the circuit. Let's see how he gets on this first qualifying run.
Yeah, nice initiation from Baggsy, stays up nice and high. You can see him on that left foot brake, but makes it work. Look at that right to the edge of the circuit for Baggsy, flicks the car across now. This looks absolutely dialed. Baggsy's in the zone. He's been on the podium here in Hungary at this circuit many moons ago, but he is now feeling comfortable in this new chassis at this track. And look at that, Baggsy pulls a banger on the run, Dave.
Yeah, big run from Baggsy. And I'll tell you what, judges, I mean, I heard a little groan because when they run that wall, just as they come up the hill, I'm going to show you where it is on the replay, they don't want the drivers too deep there.
No.
They don't want them in the wall. So it's the only bit I could, you look at this first corner, lots of speed, lots of smoke. He is left foot braking, but look at that front wheel, not jammed solid, only just at the zone.
Yeah.
So Nasser had that jammed all the way from the first zone. Baggsy letting the car flow and trusting it a little bit more, which I think the judges want to see that bit of risk. This is really nice, especially when you get a short overhang in a GT86. Now this is the bit, watch this, a little too wide. That zone goes over the zone, maybe puts a wheel off there, and then he comes back across the track. So other than that wheel off, I don't see too many mistakes there from Steve Baggsy.
No, I don't.
That's a really solid first run, as we would expect from a man that's hit the podium many times in Europe.
Yeah, certainly so. Well, we're going to see that. Look, we're going to see how wide he did go there, Dave. And it was, yeah, look, a wheel over that line. They wanted to see that rear wheel on that white line on the furthest part of that outside zone.
Yeah, and they don't want them to use the wall as a reference, but at the same time, a lot of that box has been rubbed away with rubber. So I can understand if a driver, you know, in the shade there, it's tough to see. But I mean, that's a very minor mistake on what was an exceptional run from Steve Baggsy. I'll tell you what, every time we see him in this GT86, he looks more comfortable, looks more confident. And a 91.5 for Steve Baggsy. Well deserved for that run, and puts him right squared with Kalle Rovanperä. And there you go, Baggsy and Rovanperä. What an addition.
Oh, felt good though. It looked good. It felt good. Here he is. No, I think that's probably my highest I've qualified in Drift Masters qualifying.
I think you on clip 5, is it? Just before the wall went up, the spot houses. I think they were debating whether or not you went too far, like
really?
over the white box. You was too close to the wall.
Really?
He was like.
Which one?
Second from last.
Oh right, yeah, the one that's in the shade. You can't really it's really hard to kind of see it. If you're looking into the sort of dark, no, it's not dark obviously, but it's into the shade, so it's really hard. Like you have to kind of use the cones as a reference, but you don't want to hang the car out too much, you know what I mean? And if we watch the onboard back, I think I went to pull the gear stick, realised I was on the gear stick and went to the handbrake, which delayed my handbrake on out of 3. So I went deeper into 3 because I went for the handbrake and didn't find it. Found the gear stick, went, oh, that's the wrong one. Went back to the handbrake.
You would have been a little bit more inner coming 4 to 5.
I would have been, yeah, I would have been.
Yeah. I think that would help your line a little bit as well. I think it was a little bit too.
You can find that on the GoPro here. Go and insert it now. Yeah, I definitely went for that.
Lucky you didn't give it a good old yank. Go up a gear and cut the spot down.
93.5 for Clint. Well, I'll tell you what. It's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do.
Oh, Clint.
Don't tell them they can buy it in the shop. Take it all together. You can only buy it now in 50. So Clint.
That guy.
Absolutely.
No, I'm glad it was Clint.
You know what to do on this one? Have fun.
We go back on the line to Steve Baggsy from the UK, 91.5 on his first qualifying run in this brand new build for 2024. Feeling comfortable, looking comfortable, swapped out from the S chassis V8 to the 2JZ GT86. What can he do here? Nothing to lose, Dave. Might as well go for it all as he fires through the gears. Baggsy flicks it. He doesn't go as wide, but now starts to pick up that wide line, that wide track. Oh, puts the tail light to the wall and comes up a little short on outside zone 3, but makes it work now as Baggsy shallows up the angle, gets that line dialed now as he comes comes down the hill, looks for that zone, perfectly timed as Baggsy goes for the final outside zone, looks for the wall, and across the line.
You know, it's kind of similar to the first run and a very good run. Stayed a little bit on the brakes longer than he would have wanted to on initiation, and then does go very close to the wall afterwards.
Yeah, can you how did that one feel compared to the other one? I think I lost too much angle coming through on the transitions, to be honest. You were almost too deep into clip 2. I think you actually rubbed the rear bumper on the wall, so I don't know if it was quite higher than your first run. I'm just watching it back now and double checking, but you're not as deep into 5, which is what they want, so we'll see what score I give you. Alright mate, thank you. I'm just going back into the pits now, I'll see you there.
And I'll tell you what, right now, for Baggsy, I mean, the championship is of no concern. He just wants to win the round, so he's on track for that. I think he's qualified with a 91.5 from the first run either way. And look at this. Oh, yes.
That's the deepest into that wall we've seen.
Yeah, and in a very short car. So that's impressive. He's learning. He's turned the parking sensors on.
The spotters from SB Motorsport would have all closed their eyes at that moment and gone, oh, here's a long night.
It's going to be a long night here, but
because we know he's qualified, but it's going to be a long night fixing the car.
Perfect run from Baggsy.
Perfect.
Gotta say.
You know what to say that he's jumped in that chassis after driving S chassis for so many years. Jump in this new car this year, which isn't an easy car to drive. We've heard Jack and Connor and multiple other drivers say they aren't the easiest car to drive. For him to do so well on it, Dave, I think that's an incredible
Look at this on the banner. Oh.
God,
I'll tell you what,
so
I'm actually
good.
more impressed he's jumped from a V8 to a 2JZ.
Oh, what?
Absolutely the same.
Now that could be dangerous tomorrow.
Yeah, consistency. Two over 90 runs on the board. Baggsy is in the game this weekend.
He certainly is in the game.
Keep an eye out. He's gonna ruffle some feathers.
Well, they can hardly say I'm not consistent. How does that even happen? Get the exact same run twice.
You definitely scrubbed the ball anyway.
Have I?
Yeah.
Have I took the lights out? No. Yeah, nice rub.
Yeah, it's pretty even,
Bumper's
isn't
not
it? No, bumper's not It's just a nice little scuff.
Let me get out this oven, here go. Oh, that felt right.
All good.
Yeah, felt good. Just need to assess my pet bumper situation. Oh no.
Oh, I didn't see the light.
That light was already cracked anyway.
Yeah, but like...
It's a nice little rub. Might have to take that back together. Assess the situation. It's just done a good little rub there. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just touched it. You didn't hit the wall, you grazed it. It's what you want.
Elegantly.
Yeah, elegantly touched the wall and continued on with your day.
Well, they can hardly say I'm not consistent, right?
Exactly the same scores on both of them. So. I mean, it'll do good standing wise because if Tour or LZ don't score higher, you've automatically then got that spot. So
yeah. Well, yeah, it's just a case of more than anything. I think there was some good bits in the first run, and I think there was some better bits in the second, but not so good bits as well. I think I almost overcooked it on angle.
Coming in on the second clip,
yeah.
We're using some lovely Sonax tyre remover, and we are getting all of the tyre rubber off the rear of this rack, which as a whole, most of it should come off pretty easily, as it is. And then you're just left with the wasp. Brand new used second hand. K&N, the best air filters there are, and oil filters. All the filtering needs you need. You need a filter, you know where to shop.
It's on your hat, no?
Keeps the sun off your head. Exactly. Not only do they filter oil, air, they filter the sun from your head. Stop your head burning. So if you're a little baldy like me, your head won't burn.
So that's qualifying done. 2 runs, 2 91.5s, the exact same score across 2 runs. The first one was just, you know, I felt like I left a little bit out there. I just wanted to get a good solid score on the board. The second one, I felt like I pushed a bit harder, went right out to the wall on the outside zone to number 2, but yeah, we didn't really get rewarded anymore for any more like aggression or anything like that. So it's a little bit disappointing that I feel like we should have got a few more points for the second run, but it doesn't really matter. We're in the main event, and that's all that really matters. Moving into tomorrow, top 32, we're up against Kevin Pascolti, hometown hero, solid driver, Hungarian guy. So he's going to be like, yeah, he knows his track like the back of his hand. He comes here and practices a lot. So the whole crowd, as I said, is going to be behind him. So yeah, we need to really bring our A game to top 32, because obviously I want to make it into top 16 and make it into the main event. I feel comfortable here. The track for me and the car seem to be going well. So yeah, keen to try and make it into top 16. So we'll do everything we can. We've got a bit more practice now tonight for night practice, so that everyone's got a little bit of practice under their belt in the night time for tomorrow's event. So we know what we're up against as far as like what the track looks like, the lights, the temperature, all that sort of stuff. So got a bit of practice now. Day 2, Drift Masters Hungary. Yeah, everything's feeling good. Team and I are ready. We've got practice for about an hour and a half, starting in about half an hour's time, top 32 practice. And then we go straight into the battles after a small technical break for top 32, and then hopefully top 16, which happens a little bit more into the evening tonight, when hopefully it cools down a little bit. But yeah, everything feels good. I'm going to do 4 runs just in practice. Don't want to overstress the car too much in this heat. And I feel like we're in quite a comfortable place. So I want to get a couple of tandem battles in practice, and then yeah, we'll go into the competition. So yeah, feeling good, looking forward to getting out there, and fingers crossed we can get a good result tonight.
Team morals are quite high, everyone's happy, got a good night's sleep. Steve was driving extremely consistent yesterday, so that's what we need really, that's the key thing. So yeah, see how practice goes, and then straight into top 32, and hopefully it all goes well today.
Fun, and we'll move down.
Oh god, spotters then. Good luck, you know what to do. Same as before. It looks hot this way.
Alright, cool. So we're in the holding area. Top 32 is coming up now. I think there's one more battle in front of us before we go out on track. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling solid with the car. We haven't really changed anything. The track's really hot, so I think there's going to be a little bit less grip out there now with all the loose rubber kicking about as well. So we'll just throw it in, try and do the very best lead line we can, and then just get on the radio, Sam, see what's going on behind, and then take it from there as to how hard we need to push for the chase. But yeah, it should be a good one. Kevin's a good dude, and he knows his track like the back of his hand, I'm sure, because it's his local track. The whole place is going to be cheering for him, so yeah, whichever way it goes, good or bad, hopefully the fans will enjoy it. So see you guys on the other side.
It's on now, massive battle here. Kevin Pascolti, with all the Hungarian fans here, all their wishes are on him. He watched this event 6 years ago and said, I'm going to do that. He actually stayed true to his words. He's one of the best drivers in the championship, but he goes head to head with Steve Baggsy from the UK, who's been on rails in that GT86 here in Hungary. He's also won events here in the past, so has Pascolti. There's a lot of ego on that start line, and the Hungarians, well, let's be honest, they're cheering one way here for Kevin Pascolti. Baggsy laser focused in the lead position, higher qualifier, and he's been putting in some bangers in practice as well. So let's see who's going to take this one. This is going to be close. Expect some bumper scrapes here.
Well, will it be the old guard or will it be the apprentice that comes through? And there's a cone down from Baggsy, so it will be a restart, and we see the red flag and the flashing strobe at the side of the track. Baggsy takes down a cone on that chicane. A little eager, Dave, there. He was laser focused. Maybe he was in the zone too far a little bit there.
You also want to go, right? You're waiting for your battle for the last, half an hour or so. You're in the zone. It's warm in the car. I mean, they're saying the temperature in the car raising to the high 40s, low 50s at times today.
Yeah.
Celsius.
Yeah, that's inside the car. That's not inside the race suit with a helmet on and gloves and protective underwear and race boots.
You're almost at the point where some of these drivers are close, without water intake, close to passing out.
Yeah.
Because there's that much heat in the car. And then try and keep your concentration, try and be laser focused for what is essentially a 2-minute run. Like you've got all these hours and hours of prep, but it's very short space of time. You see battle, but think about that driver when you're not seeing him, he's kind of waiting for it.
Yep.
So to keep in that zone, sometimes you get a little eager. Baggsy did and took down a cone. So that's how we have a clean start the second time around. It looks like we do, as we are away and gone, as Baggsy leads in Piscotty.
Yeah, nice initiation from Baggsy. Keeps that car nice and high. A little wave from Piscotty there. Wobbles a little bit. Oh, Baggsy tags the wall. Goes a little greedy on the outside zone. Baggsy gets himself back into it, but it upsets Piscotty. They both get back into it now as Piscotty tries to capitalise on that mistake from Baggsy. Jumps up onto the door, gives him some room though as they come across the line.
Well, we were only talking about this yesterday, that Baggsy jumping from an S13 into a GT86. The biggest downfall of the GT86 is there's no rear overhang. No. So if you hit the wall, you hit the wheel, and instantly you get that, if you had a longer, maybe foot or two there to absorb that impact, he was very close to the wall.
Yeah, mate, close to the wall, you just walked out. Yeah, hit the wall, mate. Just do the best you can in chain to put as much pressure on as you can. Keep on making it, mate. Feel lively, yeah. How was he in proximity? That car length until you hit the wall, but then I'm getting you 0 out from that, so obviously you still do your hopefully put enough pressure onto him to make him do a mistake and put 0 on him and then 1 more run.
I'm not sure how the judges are going to deem that one. But yeah, I mean, Baggsy, do you know what? The reaction's very good, because that could have easily have gone very wrong for Baggsy, and it could have put the front end into the wall, but quick thinking, quick reactions, and Baggsy got himself back into it once again. But
some quick reactions from Piscotty. We're going to see how deep it was on the wall. He just kind of caught it just a little too early. He wasn't too deep in there, but it was enough of a hit to cause the car to straighten up.
So it looks like the car is okay. Our start line.
Well, I'll tell you what you're going to see now. An unholy chase run from Steve Baggsy. There is nothing left to lose.
Do you know what he said to me? I've got brand new tail lights in my car. I've got these brand new fancy OLED. Hey, stop it! Come on. It's easy for you to say up here.
Yeah, but
he just paid good money for those tail lights. I bought some new lights, an OLED LED for at night.
Yeah, the inside of them are lovely. So here we go. Baggsy in the chase position. I think Piscotty is going to put a clean run in, but Baggsy's going to go for it here. This is going to be as much here, but he drops off a little bit on that initiation. I wonder is the car 100% after that hit. My goodness, from Steve Baggsy. And he puts himself into the wall again, pushing that little too hard to try and make up the ground, and it's just not worked out, as Piscotty will get that pass to the top 16 from where I'm sitting.
Mate, unfortunately you just got to risk it, haven't you? So gave you all. I think he's got this one, unfortunately. I f***ed it up myself. Unfortunately you've got to risk it. It's the level it's at, mate. It is what it is, don't worry about it.
Let's see who goes through. Judges will make it official. And the Hungarian hometown hero, Kevin Piscotty, gets the win and goes through to the top 16. Not at the perfect season for Piscotty, but boy, would he care less about that if he won here in Hungary.
Forget the rest of the year, Dave.
Yeah, he'd just win it here, he'd retire here. He might just sit up in the grandstands of the PGA Narodowy and watch. And watch, he won't.
Annoying.
What now?
Hit the wall.
Oh, you went in the wall?
Yeah, I hit the wall, mate. Made a mess. Frustrating. I drove myself out of competition, literally. Just pushed too hard. But you have to drive. It's not BDC 5 years ago where the top 32 barrel, you go, I've got bloody bar, that's an easy one, I'm fine. Everyone in this, it's almost like a final, isn't it? Every battle, so. I pushed that a little bit too hard and it didn't pay off, and I think I just got a bit more maybe I got a bit more grip off the start with the slightly lower tyre pressure, and that gave me a bit more entry speed. But like, it's annoying because
I was on power even into. I think I was on power even just to last second.
It just looks like you've washed a little bit out.
Yeah, maybe there's a lot less grip out there than we're expecting because of the heat, maybe. Frustrating. I thought I was going to tap the wall, but I didn't think I was going to like
stall yourself up. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to like wipe out and straighten up. But yeah, it was a bigger hit than I was expecting, which is annoying because I felt like it was a good entry. Do you know what I mean?
It was a good entry, and he wasn't on you from the entry, so that was a good start.
No, he said to me on at the end, he was like, I don't know what I was going to do if you didn't hit that wall because I wasn't with you on the first corner.
Yeah, you pulled a gap from initiation, and then obviously when you straightened up, that's when it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it did feel like
it's one of them, isn't it?
It did feel like the car was trying to pull a wheelie off the start line.
I'd rather you do that than go out there and do a half-hearted run and then go, oh, I lost because I didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, it is. I always try too hard. Do you remember Ireland?
We don't have to. It's a common issue. Like
It's a common issue that I try too hard. That is the common issue.
But 80% it from now, not 100%. 80. Yeah. Get overexcited.
Just what it is like when you get into top 32, you have to push that little bit more, and it's trying to find that. It's trying to find that like
middle.
Yeah, it's trying to find that like comfortable place where push, but you don't over push, and I just seem to go bananas instead of. So anyway, well, at least I can take my race suit off now, cool down a little bit. I'm literally beading sweat on this hat. Look. That's actually just draining off of me.
Yeah, we went a little bit deep into the wall, but unfortunately, like I said, it's a drifting's at a point now you can't really risk. You can't risk it. You've got to risk it. You can't risk not going too hard, and unfortunately pushed a little bit too hard. So it is one of them, and the old days of having a top 32 battle, and you've qualified high, and you go, oh, that person battling ain't too bad, but we're now at an extent of every battle is almost a final. So yeah. Pushed a little bit too hard, it's gone into the corner. Hopefully there's not anything too majorly damaged, but we'll give it a quick once over and then sort her out.
Here we are again, top 32, and I went too hard. I threw it away myself. I went in faster than I have been going in practice. We gave it a little bit more grip just before I went out. We were expecting the track to be a little bit looser, and so we gave it a little bit less tyre pressure just to try and adapt to the grip level changes. To be honest with you, it wasn't really enough. It was still a little bit looser than we expected, but I did go in faster. However, I wasn't able to get it stopped just where I wanted it, and made contact with the wall on the lead run, and it was kind of all over from there. I straightened up and had to sort of get back into it, and with that, at that point it was an inactive. It's a 0 anyway, so yeah, I got a 0 on the first run, and then my chase obviously didn't really even matter because I gave it the best I got, but yeah, he did a good lead, so it just meant that he got the win. So Kevin goes into top 16, and fingers crossed he makes it all the way. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It is what it is. It's frustrating for me because I feel like we could have done a lot better here. I felt very comfortable on the track. I was enjoying driving here. I'm enjoying driving the GD86. This is the first event I really felt a lot more comfortable driving the car, and it just didn't all really come together. But it is what it is. One more event in the car in Poland. We've got Poland in a couple of weeks' time, so the car from here goes straight to Poland. We're doing all the prep on the car now ahead of Poland, and I'm looking forward to driving it again in the stadium. So it is what it is. Not the result we were looking for, but we've had a great time here in Hungary anyway. So now we'll pack down once we've prepped the car, and we've got a crazy journey now where we're going to be in Birmingham tomorrow at the NEC for the Gravity Show. So we're going to pack the van, go to the hotel, have a shower, try and get a couple of hours sleep, then go straight to the airport where we've got a 6 a.m. flight to East Midlands. Stay tuned to join us for that. So we had a little bang with the wall here at Hungary in Drift Masters, but don't worry, the car's all buttoned up now. Doesn't look as great as it did, but it doesn't look as bad as it could have done. So, but if you would like the opportunity to win this broken brake light out the back of the car from the tap with the wall, all you need to do is jump over to sb13.shop, grab something from the website, anything at all. It doesn't matter how much you spend, it doesn't matter what you get. But just grab something from the website in the next 7 days, and someone is going to receive this with their order. We'll sign it as well. We'll send you a poster. I'll send you some stickers, all that good stuff. But yeah, if you grab something now in the next 7 days off the shop, you could be receiving this. Good luck, everybody.
You're lucky I'll get you a hotel. I could just make you sleep in the hotel, but in the airport by the looks of things. Apparently it's acceptable to sleep in the airport.
Are you alright?
We belong together.
Yeah, I've lost the plot.
Yeah, someone needs to sleep.
I didn't get any sleep. I was too paranoid about missing my alarm. We are at the NEC Birmingham. Look at that. Overnight parts from Hungary in our suitcases. Yeah, we screwed up. We forgot to bring the spare drive shaft, George, for the GTR. It was in Hungary, so we were like, do we take it with us to NEC? And then we were like, if we don't take it, we'll need it. If we take it, we won't need it. Got to security, they were like, So then Sam had to run back out, check it in his suitcase, and then run to make the flight. So we are at the NEC Birmingham. It's Sunday. It's Gravity Day 2. Obviously yesterday we were in Hungary. Today we're at the NEC Birmingham. We're going into a quick briefing now just to find out what is happening exactly, because obviously we don't know. So we're going to find that out, and then I think the show opens at 11, and then we're on track around 12ish. So yeah, we're going to find out what's going on now, and then we'll update you after that.
Happy birthday, everybody! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, dear Hugo! Happy birthday to you! Hugo! I hate you. Spin
You, Stephen!
Happy birthday!
Hip hip! Cheers!
Yeah!
You can do my job now.
Alright, cool.
Can I hand in my notice? Nice job now.
Well done, mate. Happy birthday.
Ain't my birthday.
Don't lie.
I didn't tell you last year for a reason.
Who set that up? Was that you?
I didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm not a grass.
You're welcome. Here you go, mate. Get the camera back
It's
now.
not going to make the vlog.
And all transitions from now on, I've got to be the.
Right, come on, let's go.
That's the intro clip sorted.
Before we do it, can you do it? Bet you won't.
I'm not stupid enough.
I was going to say, if you do it, we have to make Higo do it. Higo, just go.
The thing is, he'll just edit it out. There's no point in it.
Why don't you just open the door?
I can't, there's a jack in the way.
You can open it a little bit.
Oh, only a little bit. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I'll just throw it on the passenger seat and then the jump onto there.
Yeah, cool.
Or where the passenger seat would be. Genuinely question sometimes if these don't know how to wipe their arms. Right.
Hello. Have I done something stupid again?
No, Tom. No, never.
Yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, alright, cool.
It's like a salute to the monster of Hungary, you know? We're buying monsters here.
No, I'm turning all the cans around.
Keep working, Stevie.
I've got to earn me money at Monster, look. Turn the cans.